Determine delta y and dy for the function y equals the cubed root of 7x minus 20, where x equals 3 and delta x equals 1. Delta y is y of x plus delta x minus y of x. So we have y of x, which is a 3, plus delta x, which is a 1, minus y of x, which is a 3. So we have y of 3 plus 1, which is a 4, minus y of 3. We can evaluate y at the x values using the function y equals to the cubed root of 7x minus 20. So delta y will equal to the cubed root of 7 times 4 minus 20, plugging the 4 in, minus the cubed root of 7 times 3 minus 20, plugging the 3 in. That will give us the cubed root of 7 times 4, 28, minus 20, minus the cubed root of 7 times 3, 21, minus 20. So we have the cubed root of 28 minus 20, which is 8, minus the cubed root of 21 minus 20, which is a 1. The cubed root of 8 is a 2, the cubed root of 1 is a 1, and we have 2 minus 1, which is a 1. To determine dy, we will have to take the derivative of the function y equals the cubed root of 7x minus 20. Before we take the derivative, we'll want to rewrite this as a fractional exponent. This is 7x minus 20 to the first power, third root, 1/3 power. When we take the derivative, we will want to use the dy dx notation. So dy dx will equal the power rule, bring the power down 1/3, leave the inside alone. Subtract 1 from the power, I will call that 3/3. And then multiply by the derivative of the inside to complete the chain rule. The derivative of 7x is 7, the derivative of negative 20 is a 0. The 7 can move out front to multiply with the 1/3, giving 7/3. And then 7x minus 20 to the 1 minus 3 negative 2/3 power. Since we have a negative exponent, this can be rewritten by moving that into the denominator with the 3 that's already down there. The 7 will stay in the numerator. So 7 over 3 times 7x minus 20 to the positive 2/3 power. We now want to solve for dy by multiplying the dx to the right side. So dy equals 7 over 3 times 7x minus 20 to the 2/3 power, and then times dx. We can replace dx with delta x to give it a value. So we have 7 divided by 3 times 7x minus 20, leaving all of this alone, and just replacing dx with a delta x so that we have a value to plug in for it. And now we can plug values in. So dy will equal 7 divided by 3 times 7 times the x, which is a 3, minus 20 to the 2/3 power. So we have 7 divided by 3 times 21, 7 times 3, minus 20 to the 2/3, or 7 over 3 times 21 minus 20 is a 1 to the 2/3. 2/3 power means cubed root, so the cubed root of 1 is 1, and then square the result. So we have 7 over 3 times 1 squared, which is a 1, and we end up with 7 over 3 times 1, which is a 3. So dy will be 7 over 3.